Okay, so it seems like there's been a pretty big update on the whole Rev and Advanced GG situation, which I thought was pretty funny, and I kind of wanted to share with you guys because it seems like the company that obviously was involved in the big Rev drama has faced a lot more kind of backlash in recent days due to a couple of tweets, and it's been pretty hilarious to see because if you don't know, recently they did drop both Darling Straub and Rev over some comments that they made. I'm pretty sure, well, not I say they made, Rev made about ice and stuff like that, and it was all about the Miss Lala situation where he was going after her. And well, again, you know, a lot of people have mixed opinions on that, and you know whether Rev was in the right or wrong there. But obviously, then it started to focus on Advanced GG, this company here, who essentially do a lot of like drinks and things. You can think of them like the competitor to like Gamer Subs, things like that, right? Obviously, go to Gamer Subs, use my code Kaza, of course. Yeah, Advanced GG, you know, were sponsoring Rev and Straub, and a lot of people were going after them and telling them, hey, drop these people right now, which I think is always dumb. I never like to see people going after sponsors whenever it comes to drama like this, and we've already talked about this in terms of other situations as well. I think it's incredibly cringe to be going after people's sponsors. But of course, Advanced GG ended up kind of handling this absolutely horribly. It ended up in a lot of you know, people, creators, and VTubers leaving the Advanced GG kind of partner program. And obviously, after all of that happened, then Straub and Rev got dropped by them. And yeah, it seems like it's been a pretty terrible time for them because, of course, now everybody has left, and a lot of them haven't returned, right? Because they've already made up their mind. Obviously, they looked a bit stupid because, you know, they ended up leaving and then kicking them out, which of course was what they wanted in the first place. But now they're not even sponsored by them anymore, and it seems like Advanced GG have been getting pretty desperate, I guess, in terms for sponsors, which obviously, as you guys can see here, they say, like this post if you want to partner with Advanced. They say, here is what makes us different. No artificial flavors in any products, fully transparent labels with clear dosages, so you know exactly what you're putting into your body, a huge flavor lineup with more variety than anyone else, and one of the most established brands in the industry. And more important, an incredible community and loyal customers who make all of this possible. And you can see here, this was not very well accepted, and they even ended up turning off replies, which I thought was quite funny. They got 371,000 views and 399 likes, and I feel like this is exactly the kind of, I guess, what you call it, aftermath of a lot of the Rev stuff, right? Everybody has now begun to hate them. Whether you are a fan of Rev, whether you're not a fan of Rev, you hate Advanced GG, right? Because they either, you know, hate them because they've worked with him, or they hate them because they're a fan of Rev and they don't like what they did to him afterwards. Which again is quite funny because you've got essentially everybody from all sides dogging on Advanced GG to the point where they're only getting like 300 likes on their post, which I think is quite funny because they ended up shooting themselves in the foot by trying to appeal to everybody, and then ended up getting everybody hating on them, no matter what kind of side you are on in the debate, which I think is quite funny. Obviously, a lot of people in the replies saying, why would anyone willingly choose to partner up with you when you dropped one of your biggest partners? Because people on Twitter got mad that he responded to someone else. The same people that have way more hostile tweets than yours have your dropped partner, which again, obviously, yeah, this got 2.4 thousand likes, ended up ratioing the post to oblivion, and so many more people as well. People saying, thanks for being Employee of the Month last month. Lots of people jumped ship to the Superior brand, obviously promoting their own brand. Obviously, people saying respectfully, you know, F off. You know, there's a love out there from Vixie saying thank you for the support. That you just abandoned two of your partners because a few people on Twitter were upset. What incredible community are you talking about? And there's like 3.4k likes. They then respond saying, I respect that you're interested in what's going on with our company. However, please don't assume things. As the social media manager, I can assure you that all of our staff are good people. We just regulate people trying to make it through life just like anyone else, which I think is crazy. Obviously, people with eyes. Some people obviously are interested because, you know, they're a company at the end of the day. Anybody wants to get sponsored by anybody, no matter what company it is, right? Obviously, people saying, oh, yes, incredible community like this. Obviously, bringing up Vex's post of them going after Rev and things, which again was, yeah, a bit odd. And a lot of people saying, you know, hard to see, you know, you as a reliable partner when you threw two previous partners under the bus. over lukewarm criticism. So yeah, many people obviously not happy with Advanced GG because, you know, they're trying to entice people to come over to the company, but we know exactly how they treat some of their partners, which I think is absolutely horrible. And again, as I said, you don't even have to be on like Rev's side in this situation. I think the way that they kind of treated the situation as a whole, to a lot of the people asking questions in their like private Discord and things, you know, they kind of treated that very badly as well, which I think is absolutely horrible. And yeah, obviously they're now getting the kind of backlash from that, right? A lot of people saying Advanced is an unreliable business partner and will throw you under the bus if you're honest and have opinions they dislike. I significantly question their leadership and partners as the management who decided it's okay to censor people politically and also think this is okay. Obviously bringing up the Vex post again. Loves you saying Advanced advocates for brand-friendly content and stands by its creators. Also Advanced, one of those creators is a racist and fires two brandly-friendly creators that sung praises of the company at the same time. Which again, obviously a lot of people bringing up Vex there again. And of course, it just further ignites even more drama, right? Because of course, yeah, I mean, I think Advanced GG just kind of played themselves there, right? I honestly think that is the case. I feel like Advanced GG just kind of essentially screwed themselves over by, you know, creating a post like this, first of all, but also just with the entire way that they kind of handled the situation, right? Who said, we want to connect with more of you. We'll follow 50 people who like this post, right? They're getting desperate, right? They're using like follow for follow tactics here, right? Hey guys, if you like my post, yeah, I'll follow you back, okay? Like, please, like, seriously, this is how like desperate they're getting to get any kind of partner on board because they lost a ton, right? They lost a ton from both sides in this kind of situation. And I don't think they realized how much they screwed up during this entire drama that went on, right? And again, you can see, for example, this one, Advanced, don't miss this deal, right? 28 likes, 100 comments, and 12k views. Like, that is crazy, right? More people saying, sorry, bro, but GamerSup's looking like a better buy. Based. Oh my god, so based. I said, don't sell out people. They say the bills came in the mail, huh? I said, already running the going out of business deal. Did they make much of your market share? Which, again, you know, tons of people clowning on them every single time, you know, since this entire situation has kind of taken place. And it seems like Rev has really gotten the best end of the stick here in terms of what has went on with Advanced, because of course there was this whole kind of Twitter dispute and things, and Straw was saying, you know, both mine and Rev's contracts have been terminated. This whole thing was very confusing and stressful, but I won't be going into details. Obviously, Rev was saying, hey, Advanced GG, why is one of the current faces of your company currently scrubbing her account of tweets harassing me and my wife? Isn't harassment grounds for termination? Which I do think it is, you know, pretty interesting. Of course, you know, I don't mind Vex. I've talked to Vex a couple of times. I did tell her, like, hey, this probably wasn't the best idea to go after Rev and whatever, because of course, you know, if you don't want to get faced with a lot of heat and stuff, it's probably not a good idea, right? And obviously she did go after them and ended up getting the heat. But I do understand as well at the same time, people saying that, hey, you know, Advanced GG are just allowing this to happen, right? They ban, obviously, or I say ban, they terminate, obviously, Rev and Straw because of Rev going after Miss Lala, but why don't they terminate other people that are also going after other people too? I feel like that is such a weird kind of thing. And of course, if they want to follow by that rule, then they should stick to it and do it for all of the VTubers involved with the company and all of the creators involved with the company. But of course, it doesn't seem like they're doing that, right? And of course, this has kind of opened up, I guess, Pandora's box in terms of a lot of people going after them and a lot of people pointing out the different flaws and whatever. And yeah, it's just not a very good time, right? And as I said, it seems like Rev has ended up winning in this entire situation due to the fact of how much they're getting clowned on now and how much people have been pointing out a lot of the different kind of you know, kind of contradictions and whatever to do with how they handle creators and who they're associated with, right? Again, I don't know how many partners they have currently and how many they ended up losing in terms of an actual figure, but of course it is quite a lot. We saw so many quote retweets of people saying A, they were either leaving because of Rev, because of him being a part of it, or B, because they got rid of him. So there was two kind of people, two kind of VTubers, two kind of creators in there who were kind of commenting on Advanced and leaving Advanced, and yeah, it's for two completely different reasons, if not the opposite reasons, which I think is pretty crazy. And they just ended up shooting themselves in the foot because now they've just lost everybody, rather than enticing people to come in and making posts like this. Just feels like it's desperate now. It does honestly feel like it's desperate, saying like this post if you want to partner with us, or, you know, like this post and we'll follow you back. it's desperate. It's very desperate. You don't see any other company really doing this, right? Maybe sometimes, maybe they might do a giveaway or whatever. But let's be real, right? After everything that's happened, it's clear that you do need those extra members and those extra people to kind of sponsor. And well, yeah, it's just looking pretty desperate, right? That's just what I want to say. And of course, you know, obviously this situation is probably not going to get any better. Most of their posts are probably going to be pretty heavily faced with backlash, including this one. And I do think it is very, very funny to see. This is the kind of aftermath of what went on the other week. But yeah, that's essentially all there is for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go over to Gamersubs, use my code Kaza, get 10% off again. They've got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely a great drink brand, and they've always been nice to me. So of course, go and support them. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all.